Imagine stepping outside on a crisp March night, gazing up at the sky, and witnessing the moon transform into a glowing, blood-red orb. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's a real celestial event that will unfold on the night of March 13th through 14th, 2025. Sky watchers across North and South America are in for a treat as a total lunar eclipse, often referred to as a blood moon, paints the night sky with its mesmerizing red hue. But what makes this eclipse so special? Why does the moon turn red? And how can you make the most of this rare astronomical event? Let's dive into the science, history, and spectacle of the 2025 total lunar eclipse. Total lunar eclipses are among the most awe-inspiring celestial events visible to the naked eye. Unlike solar eclipses, which require special protective gear, lunar eclipses are safe to watch and accessible to anyone with a clear view of the night sky. The upcoming eclipse on March 14, 2025, is particularly noteworthy for its vivid coloration and impressive duration, with totality lasting approximately 65 minutes. The last time North America witnessed a total lunar eclipse was on November 8, 2022, which was the longest one visible from most of the continent since 1989. This makes the 2025 event a must-see for both seasoned astronomers and casual stargazers alike. Before we delve into the details, make sure to subscribe to our channel for regular updates on space events, celestial wonders, and tips for sky watching. Now let's explore what makes this blood moon so extraordinary. The science behind a total lunar eclipse. A total lunar eclipse occurs when the moon passes completely into the Earth's umbra, the darkest part of its shadow. This alignment happens only during a full moon, when the sun, earth, and moon are in a straight line. However, lunar eclipses don't occur every full moon because the moon's orbit is slightly tilted relative to Earth's orbit around the sun. Most of the time, the moon passes either above or below Earth's shadow. But when the alignment is just right, we're treated to the breathtaking sight of a total lunar eclipse. One of the most fascinating aspects of a total lunar eclipse is the deep red or coppery color the moon takes on, earning it the nickname blood moon. This phenomenon is caused by a process called Rayleigh scattering, the same effect that turns the sky red during sunrise and sunset. As sunlight passes through Earth's atmosphere, shorter blue wavelengths are scattered in all directions, while longer red and orange wavelengths are bent and refracted into the umbra. This filtered light then illuminates the moon, giving it its characteristic reddish hue. The exact shade of red can vary depending on atmospheric conditions. If there's a lot of dust, pollution, or volcanic ash in the air, the moon may appear dark red or even brown. On the other hand, a clear atmosphere can result in a bright orange moon. This variability adds an element of surprise to every lunar eclipse, making each one unique. What happens on the moon? During a total lunar eclipse? If you were standing on the moon during a total lunar eclipse, you'd witness an incredible sight. Instead of a dark sky, you'd see a deep red Earth surrounded by a glowing ring of orange and red light. This ring is the result of all the sunrises and sunsets happening simultaneously on Earth, projected around its edges. The entire event would unfold over several hours, with the sun slowly disappearing behind Earth and then re-emerging. During the eclipse, the temperature on the lunar surface would drop dramatically. Without an atmosphere to retain heat, the moon's surface can quickly go from extremely hot, over 220 degrees Fahrenheit in direct sunlight, to bitterly cold, minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit or lower in Earth's shadow. This drastic temperature shift can cause tiny cracks on the lunar surface as rocks expand and contract. Timing and visibility of the March 14, 2025 eclipse. According to GMT, the upcoming lunar eclipse will occur on March 14, 2025, coinciding with Pi Day. Here's a breakdown of the event's timeline. Penumbral eclipse begins 3:57 a.m. GMT on March 14th, 11:57 p.m. EDT on March 13th. During this phase, the moon enters Earth's penumbra, causing a subtle dimming that's often difficult to notice with the naked eye. Partial eclipse begins 1:09 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The moon starts moving into Earth's darker inner shadow, the umbra. At this stage, it will appear as if a bite is being taken out of the lunar disk. Totality begins 2:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 6:26 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The entire moon is engulfed in Earth's umbra, glowing in an eerie copper-red hue. This breathtaking phase will last for 65 minutes. Totality ends 3:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The moon begins to emerge from the umbra, and the red hue fades. Partial eclipse ends 4:47 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The moon is fully within Earth's penumbra again, though the dimming is subtle. Eclipse ends 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 10 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The celestial show comes to a close. How to watch and photograph the eclipse. To enhance your viewing experience, consider using binoculars or a telescope. These tools will allow you to see the moon's surface in greater detail, including the reddish hue and subtle variations in color. For those interested in photographing the event, a camera on a tripod with long exposures of several seconds is recommended. Experiment with different settings to capture the moon's transformation. What else to look for in the night sky? While the blood moon is the star of the show, there are other celestial sights to enjoy during the eclipse. Look towards the west, and you'll see Jupiter and Mars shining brightly. Jupiter will set a couple of hours after local midnight, while Mars in Gemini will set a couple of hours after Jupiter. Viewers in South America may also catch a few meteors during totality, as the Gamma Normid meteor shower reaches its peak activity. This weak annual shower can produce up to 6 meteors per hour. Eclipses come in pairs. An eclipse never comes alone. It's always followed by another eclipse 2 weeks later. Following the March 14th total lunar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse will occur on March 29, 2025. During this event, the moon will cover up to 93% of the sun at its peak. The eclipse will last nearly 4 hours starting at 4:51 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and will be visible from parts of the Americas, Western Russia, Europe, and Africa. Another chance to see a blood moon in 2025. If you missed the March 14th lunar eclipse, don't worry. There's another spectacular opportunity later in the year. The third eclipse of 2025 will be a total lunar eclipse on September 7th. This event will be visible from Asia, Russia, parts of Africa, Oceania, and Europe. Notably, this eclipse occurs just days after the moon reaches perigee, its closest point to Earth, causing it to appear slightly larger in the night sky. The totality phase will last an impressive 1 hour and 22 minutes, making it even longer than the March blood moon. The total lunar eclipse on March 14th, 2025, promises to be a celestial spectacle you won't want to miss. From the mesmerizing red hue of the blood moon to the chance to see Jupiter, Mars, and even a few meteors, this event offers something for everyone. Whether you're an experienced astronomer or a casual stargazer, take the time to step outside and witness this breathtaking display. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates on all the exciting space events and celestial wonders coming your way. Happy sky gazing!